Woo. Hi, I'm Debbie the researcher.
And I'm Judy the athlete, and we're here to help you
Better your best. So we have a little putting task set out today, Judy. We had actually a request for a conversation about affirmations. I thought this would be a good one to start with. How many years have you been playing golf?
I've never played golf.
Okay, so this is a good experience for you. The goal is to get those 3 balls in the hole over there, so maybe affirmations might make a difference.
They might.
Yes, that one almost made it in. It was just a little harder than usual and probably came out for that reason. But we could talk about affirmations. Judy, did you use them when you were shooting archery?
Yeah, you know, I started using affirmations pretty early in my career when I realized that the importance of sort of taking charge of the language in my head and what I was hearing myself say. And that turned later into writing affirmations and spending time. So, you know, back before everything was digital, I would actually write little cards on business size cards and carry them around. And when I was standing in line or when I was waiting for something to happen, I would go through my cards and I would read them all. And I can tell you it works.
How do you know it works?
Well, one time I literally did 4 separate cards. At that time we shot 4 distances, and I wrote 4 separate cards saying I feel confident and comfortable shooting a certain score at a certain distance. And I did that for all 4 distances, 70, 60, 50, and 30. And then I added that time-bound piece at the end by November of the next year. So I wrote all of those down, gave myself a year to achieve that,
them.
Right?
Right.
And so I wrote those in about September.
Yeah.
And the end of October that year, I was in a tournament, and I was surprised to see that I achieved the goal for one of the distances.
Which distance, Judy?
30 meters.
That's your challenging one, if I remember right.
No, 30's a fair one for me.
It's a fair one, okay.
Right? But it was a challenging goal.
Yeah.
So I was very excited when I achieved that goal. And when I went back and I looked at the cards, I was really shocked to see that on every card I had put the year of the next year, except 30 meters, and I had actually put the current year, which meant I really only had one more month to have achieved that. And so I did it based on what I was reading on those cards.
Isn't that amazing?
It's
so
totally
consciously
amazing.
You were probably still a year away, thinking you had a year away, but by feeding yourself that information, it got programmed. And I think that's exactly right. We're programming what we want to have happen with the affirmations. And they've done a little research looking at the brain. It's kind of interesting because they do fMRI and go and look very specifically at the brain, and they find that it activates the reward centers of the brain. So you see whatever reward coming every time you say those things and repeat those things. So it's programming those things to happen. And the really interesting part is if they ask you to talk about like past success versus future success. So what are the successes you've had in archery versus what are the successes you anticipate?
Right.
You know, coming in archery, what successes are you going after? There's even more activation with reward about the future.
Oh, that's really interesting.
Yeah.
All I can tell you is it was such a powerful lesson. I still have those cards.
Oh, that's awesome, Judy. What a great example. How about doing it with putting? We're using some of those affirmations.
Sounds like a good idea.
Okay.
I feel comfortable and confident hitting this ball in the middle of the cup.
Oh my gosh. Judy, I think it works. Right?
Yep.
Over and done.